All right, people, we once again welcome you all to Moments of Matters Arising with the Street Comrade. That period we used to bring you up to speed with happenings in the global environment and specifically in Nigeria and across Africa. I remain your anchor, the Street Comrade. First, we want to bring to you that the federal government has declared Friday, that is tomorrow, and Monday to come, public holidays for us to, enjoy the Christian Easter. I think the public holidays is not just for the Christians alone, it's for everybody. So I'm wishing you happy Easter in advance. Then quickly, let us go into the details in the news. Okay, after bank recapitalization, after the CBN's bank's recapitalization, Flutterwave, Flutterwave, a leading payment tech company. Flutterwave have been that, soft, we call them soft means of transaction, that soft way you do your transactions. Flutterwave that has been handling it has become fully licensed to become a bank in Nigeria. So Flutterwave has made it to the list of banks in Nigeria. That is that. Agitation in Niger Delta. Niger Delta is trying to rear its head again. This time around, the group is agitating the sole handling of Tantita, Tompolo's Tantita, handling the security of the pipelines and, oil infrastructures within the Niger Delta. Tantita has been the lease company that is helping federal government to protect those facilities. So some other uh, ex-militants are agitating that such contracts shouldn't be left to just one single ex-militant. That they too, that they should have slots, of controls, of those pipelines in a way of contracts. That's a burning agitation from the Niger Delta. Okay, National Assembly approves 68.3 trillion for the 2026 budget. I think it used to hover as at December when it was initiated, it was hovering around 50 something trillion. So I think there was an adjustment that brought it to 68.3 trillion. That is the 2026 budget. And Dangote borrows $2.5 billion from a Afrexim bank. Dangote is still borrowing. I thought he has finished all he has to do with borrowings, and now he's hitting production and making profits. So Dangote borrows $2.5 billion from a Afrexim bank. NAS extends 2025 budget implementation to June 2026. 2025 budget is being extended to June 2026. Where has that happened in any country, fellow Nigerians? So National Assembly, Nigerian government, its 2025 budget, its implementation, capital implementation has been moved to, middle of 2026. That is to say, we don't even know when 2026 budget will be implemented. That is horror, to say the least. Tinubu borrows $6.9 billion. Tinubu borrows $6.9 billion. NAS has given him a go-ahead order. They're really grounding it. Germany moves student visa processing from Abuja to Lagos VFS office. So if you are trying to move to Germany, processing your student visa, you need to make arrangements. If you are not living in Lagos, that you will be moving to Lagos to process your Germany visa. Tinubu visits Jos amidst attack. Jos has been boiling. We've reported it the other day. Communities has been sacked, bombs, houses, a whole lot of arson. So President Tinubu thought it wiser he has to visit Jos today to see for himself and to commiserate with the people of Plateau. But Nigerians are saying that he should go beyond mere visits. Let there be action. Let action follow words, and let's nip this insecurity once and for all time. Oluremi Tinubu, the wife of the president, raises 65 billion naira for a proposed national food bank. Dangote and other stakeholders, with NNPC leading with 30 billion naira. That's great. INEC delists ADC executives from its platform, citing court judgment. That has been the burning issues 24 hours ago. That INEC has, written to express that the current national executives of the African Democratic Congress, the opposition grounds for, the 2027 election, that INEC has no longer recognized its executive, the David Mark executive, citing some court judgments. So, um, popular social media personality and businessman B. Lord has been thrown into prison, Kuje prison, by another socialist, a VDM. That is for that. In international realm, America sends Artemis to the moon. After 50 years, America has been to the moon. They have once again launched their presence to the moon by sending Artemis. Artemis is should I say a rocket? It's an equipment that they used to go to the moon, so who can say it's a rocket? So America is in the moon as we speak. Iranian new regime, less radical, according to Trump. Trump said, the current executives or, administrators of Iran that he has allegedly been speaking to, according to him, he said these ones are less radical. So that there is hope, even though if they prove stubborn too along the line, that he will bump Iran back to Stone Age. All right. Israel passes death penalty on certain terrorism charges. Israel has, in a landmark, approval from its kindness set, or how do they pronounce that? Like their own National Assembly has passed a law that if you are caught in terrorism act that leads to certain kind of, uh, death, you'll be handed death sentence too. So Israel passes death penalty on certain terrorism, charges. Islamic Revolution Guard Corps, the IRGC, they're in tussle with the president of Iran. The president of Iran has been the one speaking all this while, President Massoud. So there has been a tug of war now, as to who controls the government. And I think the RGC is actually has overtaken, the activities of governance from the president. And just as we said the other time, up the news that Iran Chief Justice has been assassinated. This happened yesterday. So, folks, here we draw the curtain for today on Moments of Matters Arising with the Street Comrade. I remain your anchor, the Street Comrade. And here we are still saying, have a blessed Easter holiday ahead. While you enjoy your Easter, let us still engage in the comment section. We appreciate your likes and we would like you share our platform across social media platforms. Thank you and remain blessed.